Yes, I am. Thank you, Amanda. And we're live from Burlington, Kansas, inside Burlington High School for the third and final day of the 2022 Burlington High School Basketball Invitational. As we're about 6.5 minutes away from tip-off of our girls matchup, you'll see the Lady Grizzlies as they get set to take on the Lady Bulldogs of Independence, as both teams coming off of a loss, fighting for third and fourth place today. Independence coming off of a loss last night to Silver Lake. Labette County let one slip by a score of 49-44 versus Rock Creek, the Lady Mustangs, here yesterday afternoon. I'm Jack Leake alongside Isabel Redford. Isabel, I missed you yesterday.
Yeah, I missed being here. I'm glad to be back and excited for another day of basketball.
As Labette County comes into this matchup at 8-2 on the season again, coming off of their first loss since the first game of the year at home against Bonner Springs. Independence coming into this one at a record of 6-3, so still a solid record posed here from the Lady Bulldogs. As I think it'll be a good matchup again. Labette County still shorthanded without Jasmine Perez again. We'll see her in the next game. After this one, Labette County does not play next week, but we'll see her back here in the next couple weeks. Lauren Forbes still out with that knee injury. She was a starter for us. So I say all that because I think that Jasmine being out and Lauren, of course, being out, I think makes this matchup a little bit tighter.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how the Grizzlies play off of a loss, because you're right, they have not lost since the first game of the season, and so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they recover from that and how to play resilient through that. And so, and you're exactly right, still not having Jasmine and Lauren back, I think that's going to be definitely make for a closer game and hopefully a good game to watch, though. So we'll see how the Grizzlies recover from their loss yesterday.
As Madison Brannon was the leading scorer yesterday, she had 17 points, and Labette County had 30 second-half points, and all of them came from Madison Brannon and Anna Dean. Not a single point came from anywhere else.
Yeah, and that's definitely something, like, it's good to have your seniors be able to step up and contend like that, but I think especially as they continue down late season here, we're going to need to see other team members step up, take shots, make something happen, because had Anna and Brandon not been on last night, I think we would have seen a larger loss deficit. So it's definitely something that I think we're going to have to watch for. And again, not every team's going to be perfect every night, so you will have those off nights. But it's encouraging to know that Anna and Brandon can make stuff happen when it matters. But moving forward, I definitely hope to see some other people continue to step up and fill that void, especially while Lauren and Jasmine are not here.
As I'm curious to see, as I was talking to you about the game yesterday on the way up here to Burlington, and I told you that was, I feel like Anna and Madison are just now, or at least yesterday, put on display how they can actually play.
Yes.
Because neither of them show up yesterday, or just one of them. Take away Anna or take away Madison from yesterday's game. Yep. Not just like their presence, but let's say one of them just maybe didn't play well. You lose that game by 15 points.
Oh, easily, yeah.
So, I mean, I was pleased to see the two seniors be what we know they can be. When nobody else is delivering, they step up and played hard. They didn't just score the ball.
Oh,
that was the strongest I've seen Anna play under the basket. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, I did.
Like, she was ripping down boards, clearing it out. Yeah. She had 4 blocks.
Oh, yeah.
She was playing really strong.
Yeah.
And then Madison, cool as a cucumber, came out of the gate, scored 7 points in under 2 minutes in the third quarter, and then went 6 for 6 from the free throw line down the stretch in the fourth quarter and scored 8 in that quarter. So those two really just proved a lot to me yesterday.
Yes. No, I totally agree, and that's something, like you said, Madison has had that confident, just mild temperament. Like, I've seen it over multiple games now, and I think that's what's most impressed me with her, is just having that. It doesn't matter if we're down 1, 5, we're up 5. Like, she goes and plays hard. And so, yeah, I think yesterday was a huge testament to that. Again, I completely agree with Anna. Like, watching her box out, get the boards, fight for the rebounds. Like, that's something I love to see so much in basketball players, is when they're willing to work underneath the basket and get the box outs and rebounds. So I'm excited to see what they can do today, and I hope that they perform just as well.
As we're 2 minutes away from tip-off, thanks for tuning in for our pregame show here on KLKC Parsons. We'll start with the 2-minute timeout, come back with starters and tip-off here in Burlington, the final day. Labette County fighting for third place. 2 minutes on KLKC. as they're handing out the annual academic awards here at Burlington. They always do that for Labette County, receiving the academic honors. Anna Dean, Shelby Wilson, Ridley Lynn, Audrey Dewey, Nevaeh Jones, Lindsay Dickerson, as we're a little bit behind. Did I miss anybody? And they do the cheer team now. Cecilia Newby, Cadence Searles, Abigail Pegues, Grace Workman. Again, these are academic honors, not starters for the team this afternoon. If you're just tuning in and just didn't want to throw anybody off. As I'm curious to see if they're going to do the anthem as the PA announcers getting things going as the starters are set for both teams. For Independence, number 4, a 5'5" junior, Riley Richenberger. Number 12, a 5'8" junior, Abby Veely. Number 15, a 5'6" senior, Haley Stover. Number 24, a 5'4" sophomore, Camden Etchison. And number 34, Tiani Johnson, a 5'9" sophomore. For Labette County, it's Madison Brannon, Anna Dean, Shelby Wilson, Ashante Smith, and Carson Stewart. So there are your starters officials for this afternoon's game. Dan Shearling, Tom Walters, and Larry Smart. As they now begin starters here in the gym, Isabel, I'll bring you back in. What are some keys that you have for the game here against Independence, a team that we'll see 2 more times in the season? So this is just kind of a, not necessarily a game just for fun. You're playing for third place. I know this team wants to win it, but you can kind of get a feel for this Independence team.
And I think that's definitely, Labette County needs to take this as a learning opportunity, feel out who their good shooters are, where their defenders stand, that kind of thing, because I definitely think this will be a good tell for when we return to SDK play, how the Lady Bulldogs will be. And so, I definitely think this is a good kind of a game where there's not a ton on the line. I mean, third place is still a good thing, and I definitely think the Grizzlies are going to come out and perform well today. But you're right, it's definitely going to be a good tell of what we're going to see in SDK play. So I'm excited for this matchup.
As I am as well, as Labette County starting lineup's been shuffled around a little bit. Lauren Forbes would be starting if she wasn't out, so she's a senior. Again, a pretty upperclassman heavy team, but Labette County starting 4 seniors, Ashante. No, she's a junior. So you have Carson, Anna, and Madison. 3 seniors and Independence on their roster. Just has 2 seniors listed and only one of them starting. As Ashante is a senior, so Labette County starting 4 seniors, with Shelby Wilson being a junior. So again, Labette County a little bit more experienced than Independence. That doesn't always tell the tale. A lot of the times that does help. As the players make their way to midcourt, we'll see who's jumping for Labette County. I'm assuming Anna Dean, as she will jump. Independence still in the huddle. Labette County coached by head coach Christy Snyder. As the Independence Lady Bulldogs coached by Bryson Bird, assisted by Christy Hawley and Leo Dell. Jumping for Independence, Abby Veely, 5'8", going against the 6-footer Dean. Labette County is going to be working the court right to left, Independence left to right. Ref tosses the pumpkin in the air, and we're underway here in Burlington. Dean wins the tip, tips it back to Wilson. Independence opening up in a man-to-man defense. Here's Dean with it at the top right side of the perimeter. Now flips it to Wilson, opposite side to the left. Here's Brandon up and under in the paint. Kick out to Stewart, head fakes a 3 and penetrates. And kicks it back to Wilson. She does the same, but bounces it inside to Smith. Smith doesn't like what she has. Here's Brandon. Bobbles the ball, corrals it, and finds Smith underneath. Labette County still working the ball. Here's Brandon with it on the far side. Now Dean underneath, fakes right, goes left, shoots no good. Rebound in the hands of Veely. Here come the Bulldogs with their first possession. Ball's on the far side, now top of the key, as it's Mercy Smith getting the start for Independence. So She's the lone correction in the starting lineup. So they are starting 2 seniors. So Smith wasn't anticipated to be in the starting lineup, but she is. As Smith has it in the far right corner, defended by Brannon. Smith puts up a 3-pointer, no good. Backside rebound, Ashante Smith. Flip up ahead, here's Brannon, left wing. Hits the cutter, Dean. No, she doesn't, too high. Out of bounds, Bulldogs ball. Or are they going to say it was tipped by Smith? They're going to say it was tipped by Smith of the Bulldogs, so it stays with Labette County. They'll inbound under the right side, underneath their own basket. Brannon, the inbounder. Throws over the top to Stewart. Back to Brannon off the Smith screen. Here's a 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Smith on the backside, and a push underneath on Independence. I think they're going to get Abby Veely on the foul.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Smith, staying committed to the rebound. And oftentimes, a lot of times, offensive rebounds like that can often result in another held possession. So great job by the Grizzlies.
As they do get Veely on the foul. First foul of the game. Here's a Wilson 3 off the inbound, off the back side of the rim. Rebounded by Smith somehow, and she's fouled on her attempt. Now the ref's going to say on the floor, as Smith with back-to-back offensive rebounds, drawing another foul this time.
That's another foul on Independence, number 12.
As that is on Abby Veely again. So 2 fouls in about 2 seconds for the junior from Independence.
Yeah, she's going to have to play smart, even moving through this, because 2 fouls that quick into the first quarter can be trouble down the stretch for her.
Inbound goes to Dean, and she connects. Well-designed inbounds play from underneath their own basket left side from Coach Snyder. Anna with the opening points of the game. 2-0, Labette leads. Here's Smith pressuring on the perimeter, and she pokes it out of bounds. Last touch by Richenberger. Labette County ball. Third possession for Independence results in a turnover. Here comes Labette County. Wilson, the point, crosses half court. Wilson struggled yesterday. We'll see if she can clean it up today. Here's Stewart, far right wing. Front of the Independence bench, gives it back to the Wildcat at center court in Burlington to Wilson. Now left corner, Dean hits the cutter. Stewart goes up, no foul. It was blocked and tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Mania McPherson, she checked in for Veely. As Independence didn't even need to go for that rebound.
No, they
Stewart
really
just missed the floater, but McPherson saving Labette County a possession. Wilson inbounds over the top to Brandon, left wing. Back to Wilson. She'll take it baseline. She's double-teamed, loses it, and the ball's on the deck. Probably going to be a tie-up, and it is. It'll be Independence ball.
Yeah, and Ashante, we saw there, she's still fighting for it, so that's been good. But Labette County's going to have to continue to capitalize on these turnovers. I mean, this possession was off a defensive stop on the other end, so yeah. Labette County needs to play smart when they have those, because those are not easily fought for on this other end.
5:40 on the clock in the first quarter. 2-0, Labette holds the early lead. Richenberger with it, swings it around the horn. Now McPherson, defended by Brandon, off of the screen, doesn't take the 3, gives it to Smith, who drives. Almost traveled, spinning on Wilson. Kicks it back out. Here's the 3 for Etchison. No good off the bottom padding of the backboard. Stewart on the rebound, flip up to Wilson. She turns, flips to Smith, out of her hands. It was off on Etchison. Good call from the referee. Stays with Labette County, trying to get out in transition.
Yeah, that was a much better box out on that end by Labette County. That's something I'm really passionate about, and I think that boxing out and rebounding is a huge part of both ends of the court. So that was a great effort there by Labette.
Ridley Lynn checks in. She replaces Ashante Smith. Brandon, the inbounder again. Throws it over the top to Stewart. They're looking inside for Lynn. She gets it, goes to the right. Swinging hook. Too strong off the back side of the iron. Rebound McPherson. Here comes Richenberger getting into the paint, and she's fouled.
Foul on the Grizzlies, number 34, Ridley Lynn.
That's Ridley Lynn's first personal foul, and first foul for Labette County, as we are just a second away from the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. Smith going to inbound over the top of Wilson. Throws it far corner, mishandled by Richenberger. Turnover Bulldogs. And again, this is something that Rock Creek, the Lady Mustangs, did yesterday against Labette. They turned it over quite a few times, but Labette County never capitalized, as the Bulldogs have had 3 turnovers already, but Labette County just with 2 points. As Brannon goes up and under with the right hand, scoop and score for Madison Brannon. She has 2 points. Her and Anna already showing us what they did yesterday.
Yeah, and that's a great sign for them, so hopefully they continue to show us that throughout the game.
Dean gets beat baseline, but recovers by a block. And it hit the backside of the backboard, I think, as it was tipped in the air. So they'll just call a dead ball rebound for Independence. So they'll inbound it far side in front of the Labette County cheer squad. Smith, the inbounder, finds opposite block. Here's a shot off the glass, in and out from Richenberger. Rebound fought for. Richenberger gets her miss, flips it out to the top. Etchison travels. Addison Rexwinkle is going to check in here. She's been playing a lot of minutes, Isabel.
In for Labette County,
She replaces
number
Ridley Lynn.
22, Addison Rexwinkle.
Here's Carson Stewart, running point this time, not Wilson. She's on the far right wing. Here's a slip for Brandon. Gets to the block and is rejected from the backside, but Dean cleans house. Underneath, 4 points for Anna Dean. Dean has 4 and Brandon has 2. 6-0 Labette. 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Ball's on the deck, corralled by Etchison. Far wing, Richenberger, three-pointer. No good, in and out, rebounded by Dean. She snatched it out of the grasp of Etchison. And a fellow Bulldog, that being Stover, coming off of the bench. Rexwinkle with the ball, far side, gives it to Wilson. Now inside to Dean, backing down her defender and scoring! As Dean's done a good job of using her body to create more depth and getting deeper underneath the basket. She has 6 of the 8.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to see out of your big, is being aggressive, getting those stops and blocks underneath, and so that's very impressive by Anna Dean.
As Mercy Smith probed, got into the paint, and was fouled by Anna Dean on the shot attempt, so Mercy Smith is going to go to the line to try to give Independence their first points of the game, as that's Anna's first personal and team's second. Smith's front end is no good. Ridley Lynn checks back in. She replaces Dean. Dean with 6 points in 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, you have to be happy with that performance from Dean.
2 new Bulldogs check in. Tiani Johnson and Abby Veely. She comes back in. She picked up 2 fouls earlier. Smith missed the second again. Rebound Rexwinkle. Here comes Labette threatening to make it a double-digit lead. Possibly forcing a timeout from Independence. We'll see. Here's Brandon, top of the key. Wilson, left wing, 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Brandon. She had to reach over the top of Johnson. She's rejected by Smith. Gets her own miss. And the rebound goes to the hands off of the block to Stewart at the left elbow. Labette County fortunate on this possession. Here's Rexwinkle, head faking and driving. Has it poked away. Here's a steal from the Bulldogs. Here's Veely. It was Richenberger on the initial steal. Veely drives, open layup, no good. Rebounded by Brannon. Here comes Labette County again, and that's something I spoke with the voice of the Bulldogs, their radio announcer before the game, and he said they shot 12% from the field against Silver Lake last night.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I think they're struggling with, and how it was why, and part of the reason why they're having a hard time getting their offense started here. So it'll be interesting to see if the Bulldogs can break through that.
Turnover, Labette County. Pass intercepted on the inside. And here's the Bulldogs on the other side, right corner. Lynn gambles on the pass and misses, leaving open Johnson. She misses but is fouled. Tion Johnson at the line. Shooting 2, Labette County, Independence 0 for 2 from the free throw line here early, 2:34 to go in the first quarter. That's Carson's first personal foul. Johnson's first free throw is no good. 2 Grizzlies check in, 3, Nevaeh Jones, Ashante Smith, and Audrey Dewey. Haven't seen her, I believe, all tournament.
Yeah, this is the first time I think we're seeing her, so excited to have her back.
As they replace Shelby Wilson, Addison Rexwinkle, and Carson Stewart. So 3 starters on the bench for Labette County. I doubt we'll see the pace of play change at all. Johnson's second, no good. Independence still scoreless. Here's a good effort in the full court by Richenberger, creating the jump ball. It was her versus Lynn and Dewey, and Richenberger, in my opinion, won it. Even though it's Labette County's ball, she created a jump ball.
Yeah, she's a very aggressive player. I watched her play on Tuesday. I can't remember who their opponent was, but she is a very aggressive agitator on the ball play, so she'll definitely be someone to watch for in the future as well.
Brandon, right wing, was left open but passed up the three-pointer, and Ashante Smith caught it on the block and traveled. She was harassed underneath by Richenberger and Veely. As Independence has done a good job of collapsing on the post players when they catch it. But again, Anna Dean with 6 of the 8 points on the bench. Here's Smith, cut off by Brandon. Etchison, guarded by Smith on the perimeter, spins right to left and drives, kicks it out to Richenberger. Her third three-pointer of the game's no good. Rebounded by Smith. Good box out on Etchison. She'll bring it up, now flip it up ahead to Jones. She stops on the right wing in front of Coach Bird. Rotation around the three-point line for Labette. It comes to a halt at the top of the key. Independence in a 2-3 zone, something that the Mustangs threw at us yesterday and gave Labette County problems. We're seeing it from the Bulldogs. Jones far side, jab steps and drives. Comfortable floater from the sophomore, no good. Gets her own miss, goes up and is fouled. Nevaeh Jones making it happen off of the bench. She'll shoot two and try to get the Labette County lead out to double digits with about 90 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, it's exciting to see something play like that coming from a younger bench player, because that's what your future looks like. And for her to be confident enough to drive, make the layup, get her own rebound, and then get fouled is a great sign. So good job by Nevaeh.
Her first free throw, no good. Jones will get another. Second one is good for Jones. 9-0, 3 different scores for Labette County. Here is Smith with it. Now top of the key near the logo. Here's Veely. Veely picked up 2 early fouls. She started. So risky move from Coach Bird, playing a starter with 2 fouls. And still a minute 20 on the clock in the first quarter. Here's a three-pointer again, no good. Far side from Veely. Rebound, Jones. She'll bring it up. Here's a dump inside, intercepted. Ball's on the deck, and then a foul on Audrey Dewey. That's a right call from the official. That'll be Labette County's 4th team foul.
Number 14, Audrey Dewey. That's her
Dewey's first. Brandon checks out, replaced by Wilson. Here's Etchison crossing half court. Independence still scoreless as we hit the 60-second mark. Ball's far side. Veely head fakes, gets Dewey to bite, pulls up from short corner, too short. Rebound Smith. Here's a steal in full court from Etchison. It's 1 versus 3 Grizzlies. And she'll back it out. Here's Veely. Dribble right side, handoff Etchison. Head fakes and drives. Picks up her dribble at the block. Layup no good, but a foul on the floor.
Foul on Labette County, number 11, Nevaeh Jones.
That's the first personal on Nevaeh Jones. 15 foul on Labette County, so it's looking like Independence might shoot some free throws here in the second quarter, Isabel. Etchison at the logo, backs it out near the half-court stripe. Labette County in a man-to-man defense. Ball's right corner, Veely. Veely spinning right to left on Jones, doesn't go anywhere with it. Etchison head fakes again from beyond the arc. Her pass to Smith. Smith, top of the key three, no good. Rebounded by Ashante far side, as Ashante has a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, and that was definitely something good to see. But that was also a great, all 5 Grizzlies found their man and boxed out on that possession. So that was a great effort there by the Lady Grizzlies.
Labette County has 6 seconds. Dewey hits the deck and a blocking foul called, as that doesn't really hurt Independence, as it just gives Labette County less time to work with out of the inbounds play.
Foul on the Bulldogs, number 15, Haley Stover.
That's Stover's first personal.
Team's 4th.
Entry goes to Dewey, left corner, 2 seconds. She's at the left elbow. Here's a Wilson 3 at the buzzer. Oh, it looked good the whole way, but comes up too strong for Shelby Wilson. But at the end of the first quarter, Labette County leads the Lady Bulldogs of Independence 9-0 here in the third and final round of the Burlington Invitational. We'll take 60 seconds. This is Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op, with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Independence will control the ball for the first possession of the second quarter. Shelby Wilson came up just shy on a three-pointer. Here's a intercepted pass from Anna Dean. She deflected it and then picked it off. Dean off of the bench already having an impact. Brandon off the bench having an impact from the corner beyond the arc. Madison Brandon with her first three-pointer of the game. She's got 5 points. 12-0, Labette County leads. They pick up Etchison. She's triple teamed. Ball far corner. Smith. Labette County recovers. Dean tips another pass. Falls out of bounds. Stays with the Bulldogs, but Anna Dean off of the bench. Already proving what she can do for this team. Mercy Smith to inbound it. Right wing Etchison has it. Not too much rotation for the Bulldogs. Seen just 7 Independence Bulldogs compared to 9 of Labette County. Smith head fakes on Dean and drives. Touches the paint, dishes. Here's Veely looking to make something happen. Chooses the left side, gets to the block. A tough bounce pass inside, stolen. It looked like Smith tipped it. Stolen by Brannon. As that pass from Veely to Tion Johnson went just about 2 feet, and a short pass can be tough to make.
Yeah, especially with Ashante being as aggressive as she is. That's definitely something they just paid for.
Brandon comes up shy from the same corner that she just hit the 3 on the previous possession. Here comes the Bulldogs. Veely in transition. Layup blocked by Dino. A foul called. That's a tough one. Looked like that was clean.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that one, but as you said before, once a ref makes up their mind, they rarely change it, so.
Yeah. Independence 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Make that 0 for 5. Sorry, Independence. I shouldn't have said anything. As Veely's at the line, she'll get one more. Anna Dean checks out. Interesting sub. I guess she did just pick up her, I think, her second. So that's understandable from Coach Snyder. Don't want Anna to pick up a third. Veely's second attempt is good, and Independence is on the board. 12-1, Labette County leads. As poorly as Independence has played, to be brutally honest, Labette County only up 11.
Yeah.
As here's Brandon, now Rexwinkle far side. Wilson squares up from deep. Doesn't connect this time. She's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, made 6 in the tournament last year. Here's a bounce pass to Richenberger. Her layup, no good, off the bottom of the backboard, and Wilson fouled on the rebound by Richenberger. Frustration foul from Richenberger to stick with the play.
Her first, team's 5th.
Richenberger's first personal, team's 5th. Labette County still at 16 fouls. Independence not quite in the bonus. At the next foul they will be. Here's Smith right wing. Independence still in the 2-3. Here's a down screen from Smith and an open 3 from Rexwinkle. Nothing but the bottom of the nylon. 2 threes for Labette County in the last 4 possessions. They lead 15-1. Rexwinkle with her first points of the afternoon. Here's Veely double teamed, almost traveled. Pass picked, well read by Rexwinkle. She's looking for her next bucket, and she gets it. 17-1 is the score. Addison Rexwinkle to 5 straight points. Labette County on a 5-0 run. Timeout. Coach Bird will take 30 seconds on KLKC. Lady Grizzlies rolling.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Labette County with some help from Addison Rexwinkle. She's on a 5-0 run. Labette County up 17-1 over Independence. Independence just struggled to score the basketball. They've gotten good looks off. Just haven't gotten them to fall. As it's kind of deja vu if you're an Independence fan. Last game, shoot 12% from the field, turn around. Got to be shooting
It's
at
hard.
that or
It's hard to
worse
break
right
that,
now, so
yeah.
it's just tough.
Yeah, but no, great work by Nevaeh. Or not Nevaeh, Addison, my apologies. But that's exactly how that press is supposed to be read, and she did a phenomenal job. That's exactly how Snyder runs it in practice, so I'm excited that early she is putting in the effort, so we'll see how she continues.
As here's Labette County picking him up in the press again. Veely with it. Bounce pass inside for Johnson. Corralled near the out-of-bounds stripe. Here's Etchison. She's been trying to get going. Pass well read by Wilson. She picks it, but then it's recovered nicely. Back by McPherson. Independence still with the ball. Three-pointer from Etchison in the corner. Too strong, off to the left side. Rebound Brandon, outlet Rexwinkle. Looking to push the pace. Independence already back, all 5 of them. Good transition defense this time from Independence. Smith pulls up from short corner. Bad shot from Ashante. It's blocked by Johnson. Here comes Veely. Touches the paint, kicks at corner. McPherson square up 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Wilson. Good box out on Veely from Shelby. Bad pass from Wilson, though. But a layup, no good from Richenberger. And there's a foul, I think, on Shelby Wilson. I know they're going to get Independence on the foul. Richenberger, her second. So Independence with a golden opportunity given to them by Shelby Wilson. And missed the open layup, as that kind of tells the story for Independence. Nevaeh Jones checks in, as well as Ridley Lynn. Those two replace Smith and Wilson. Here's Stewart crossing half court. Throws it right wing Jones. Far corner Lynn. 2-3 zone still on display from Independence. Here's Stewart left wing. Hits the cutting Brandon. Gets inside. Puts up a layup. Blocked by Johnson. She's got back-to-back blocks for Independence. 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Labette County up 17-1. Here's Veely guarded by Jones. Veely is stopped at the paint. And here's a pull-up from McPherson. It's about 10 feet out. No good. Rebounded by Jones with the help from Stewart. Independence without a field goal all first half. Jones back to Rexwinkle. She has 5 points, scored all of them in a row. A 3-pointer and then a steal and layup. Lynn, top of the key, inside to Brandon with deep position. Traveled, didn't get the call. Fortunate for Labette County. Here's a tie-up on the deck. Possession arrow, Independence.
Yeah, great work by Brandon, though. Both of those past 2 possessions were just her driving and continuing. And that's one thing that's impressed me about her is it doesn't matter if she's shot 10 threes and been on fire or if she's missed a few and is still struggling. She continues to go hard at the basket. And so great work by Madison.
Here's Veely off of the feed. She's getting a nice look and gets the and one. Abby Veely secures Independence their first field goal of the game as she'll go to the line. She's 0 for 2 from there so far. She'll try to make up for that on this and one attempt. 17-3 is the score. That's Ridley's second personal foul. And one attempt missed. Rebound Johnson. She's fouled on her putback attempt. Tian Johnson really picked it up for Independence. On both ends of the floor, they still trail by 14, but chipping away at it. Johnson will shoot 2 as Ridley picks up another one. That's her third. Team's 8. Johnson's first free throw's no good. Independence, I believe, has just made 1 free throw. 2. No, 1, because they have 3 points and they made a free throw and a field goal.
Good math.
I battle myself a lot. I lose a lot, too. It's crazy. Her second free throw attempt is good. Tian Johnson on the board, 17-4, Independence with some life on offense. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Smith, top of the key. Far corner, Jones. Defended by McPherson. Pass tipped. Wilson's going to corral in a backcourt violation. I guess it wasn't tipped.
Yeah, I think it just bumbled off of Wilson's fingers.
So Labette County cracking the door for Independence to cut into the 13-point deficit the Bulldogs are facing. Etchison tries to find an inbounder and does in the far corner. Veely. Good cutoff defense from Jones. Here's a pass recovered by Johnson right at the half-court line, saving the backcourt violation. Here's Etchison carrying and a turnover. Madison Brandon checks in. She replaces the sophomore Nevaeh Jones.
And in for the Bulldogs, number 4, Ray Richenberger.
Richenberger checks back in, replaces Johnson, who has provided good minutes for Independence. 3:40 to go in the first half. Labette County leads 17-4. Brandon pulls up from just inside the arc, in and out. Rebound, Etchison far side. Smith was in there battling. As here comes Etchison. Paint touch, flip corner 3. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Wilson. Right place, right time for Shelby. Outlet Madison Brandon comes to a stop far right corner in front of the Indy bench. Rotates around the horn. Here's Rexwinkle at the logo. Labette County kind of playing just cut and weave offense. A lot of bodies going in and out of the paint. Here's Smith, right elbow. It's more or less just a motion offense. Here's a ball screen from Brandon. That's her selection. Stewart shoots. Her man went under the screen. No good. Ball landed out of bounds. It was an air ball, so it'll be Independence ball.
In for Labette County, number 14.
Right idea by the Grizzlies. I mean, a lot of times you don't want a rushed offense, but you want to make sure those possessions count.
As Addison Rexwinkle checks out, replaced by Audrey Dewey. Labette County still picking them up full court, or more or less half court. Here's Veely in the trap, gives it back, and now McPherson crosses half court. Now here's Richenberger. Labette County in a 3-2 zone, as here's a three from the far side, no good from Etchison. Rebound Brannon. Here comes Dewey and Labette County. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. They lead 17-4. Here's a wide open three for Wilson. Bullseye! They lead 20-4. Shelby Wilson finally finds a three-pointer. As I believe we have a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout from Coach Bird for the Bulldogs. We'll keep it here and remind everyone that this afternoon's broadcast of Labette County Grizzly basketball is powered by the Bartlett Co-op and Labette Health. Other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Store of Altamont, Community National Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, Altamont Lumber, Oswego Locker, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Meister, Mosier, and Morris. Isabel, been pretty up and down, haven't given you many chances to talk. Tell us what you've seen. Labette County up 20-4, almost halftime. Just give us a quick rundown as Independence inbounds.
Yeah, first off, I think it'd be a much closer game if the Bulldogs' shots were on. I think that's something that's hurting them a big time right now. Now they do get a shot to fall, but they've been struggling with that this whole half. And Labette, I think, just needs to continue to capitalize on the turnovers and offensive possession. So we'll see how they continue.
As Isabel mentioned, Independence finding another field goal. That's Abby Veely. And on the other end, Ashante Smith turning, shooting, and scoring. As the ref calls a timeout, as we have an injured Mania McPherson for Independence. She limps off pretty bad. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, that is
walking
something.
pretty gingerly on that. Maybe it's a knee or an ankle.
Yeah,
and here comes Independence, fresh off of a field goal, which might sound funny, but they've really struggled to make them. 22-6, Labette County leads, 90 seconds to go in the second quarter. Here's Smith. She started today, defended by Brandon. She rotates it. Here's Richenberger. Picked up by Stewart, runs into a hard screen set by Stover, who checked in for the injured McPherson. As here's Veely. She's been active. Outlet Richenberger, free throw line. She jump stops. Short corner, far side. With it now is Stover. Cut off by Smith. Kicks it back out. Here in the right corner is Etchison, defended by Dewey. Spins right to left. She's harassed by Dewey. Entry pass poked out of bounds by Ashante Smith. It'll stay Independence ball, but still, Labette County providing a lot of energy from their bench on the defensive end.
Gonna say they did very well encouraging their Lady Grizzlies there. And that's exactly something you love to see from a bench.
Smith head fakes a three. Her floater's nothing but the bottom of the net. Mercy Smith, a senior. 22-8 the score. Labette County with 45 seconds and the basketball. We'll see what Coach Snyder does. As there's some life from the Bulldog fan base. They trail by 14. Only had 0 first quarter points. A Brandon three, no good. Rebound, tracked down by Etchison. Here comes Independence with the most momentum they've had all game long. Here's Veely, cut off. Gives it to Richenberger, who drives, gets by Wilson. Floater, no good. She's fouled. So Independence limping their way to momentum. 20 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, that's really what you have to do, though, when you have a deficit this large, is make every bucket count, make every possession count, whether that's offensive or defensive. And so, got to give credit to the Bulldogs for attempting to crawl their way back into this game.
At the free throw line, shooting 2, Richenberger. First one good. 2 fouls on Stewart.
Number 11, Nevaeh Jones.
Nevaeh Jones checks in. She replaces Carson, just picked up her second. Wouldn't want her to pick up 3 before the halftime buzzer. Second free throw's good this time for Richenberger, so Independence cracks double digits. 22-10 doesn't look that bad, does it, Isabel?
It does not, especially with the game they had yesterday.
As here's Dewey, 10 seconds left. Dewey gets by Richenberger, gets inside. Nothing there. Corner, Wilson, 4 seconds. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Dewey. Putback, no good. Smith, her putback's good at the buzzer. As Labette County got 3 shots off in 5 seconds, Ashante Smith got that one to go at the buzzer. Labette County leads 24-10 over the Lady Bulldogs, who are creeping their way slowly back into it. Big shot from Smith at the buzzer. We'll have halftime stats and breakdown for you here after a 2-minute timeout. Labette County leads it by 14 at the break on KLKC. Labette County Lady Grizzlies lead the Lady Bulldogs of Independence 24-10 at the halftime break. I'm Jack Leake alongside Isabel Redford. We'll go ahead and dive into first half stats for Independence. Riley Richenberger with 2. Abby Veely with 5. Mercy Smith with 2. And Tion Johnson with 1. So Independence really struggling there in scoring in the first half. For Independence, Madison Brandon with 5, Onadine with 6. All those came in the first quarter, but we saw big second halves from them in the last game yesterday. And Shelby Wilson with 3, Ashante Smith with 4, Nevaeh Jones with 1, and Addison Rexwinkle with 5. So 6 different scores for Labette County. Up by 14, feels like it could be more. Independence did not score a point in the first quarter and was only outscored by 5 in the second.
Yeah, I think that's definitely been a huge issue for Independence, is having that scoreless quarter this first half, and something that I think Labette County cannot take for granted or let up on, because you're right, they only got outscored by 5 points in the second quarter, and so if that continues, or Independence decides to find their stride and starts scoring more, I definitely think it could be a much closer competition. So I don't think Labette can get too carried away with that first half performance, although they did well. They had some good box out possessions, they had good rebounds, And I think they did really well finding multiple scores, running that transition offense well. But it's something that they cannot let up on in the second half, where we might see a much closer ball game.
As Labette County, just kind of a neat little statistic, they handed us a statistic sheet at the gate when we walked in, or at the table, and Labette County was second in free throws yesterday. They went 9 for 12 in their game against Rock Creek, and today 1 for 1.
Yeah,
They haven't really gotten to the free throw line. Like, they haven't not played aggressive down low, but they shot, let's see. In the first half yesterday, they didn't shoot a free throw, and in the second half, shot 11. So if Labette County can get to the free throw line, I think that would help kind of put Independence away. You don't really have to get in the bonus, but just drive to the hoop and get fouled on a shot attempt. I'd like to see them be a little bit more aggressive, as I think that after Independence didn't score in the first quarter, Labette County kind of put on cruise control.
Yeah, and that's something that can come back and bite a lot of teams. I know that that's something, especially we kind of talk about with this with the boys team as well, but I think this applies here in this situation. Don't let up the gas. Continue to press. Continue to just keep hammering their defense, and like you said, create those shots, go up for the layup, get to the free throw line. I mean, these girls are great free throw shooters, and so they need to know that and put themselves in position to get to the free throw line. So I hope you're right, and I hope we see that in the second half for these Lady Grizzlies.
As Onadine and Madison Brannon combined in the first half yesterday for 6 points, today they combined for 11. But what's exciting is in the second half in yesterday's game, granted a different opponent, and granted it was a much closer game at halftime. They were down by 7. But in yesterday's matchup, those two combined again for 6 in the first half, and then in the second half, combined for 24.
Yeah, and I definitely think we will see that. Both Madison and Anna are not they do not strike me, and I have not seen this out of them as players that just kind of sit back on their haunches and go, okay, well, we're up 14. Let's let somebody else have a turn, or let's just kind of, play defense and continue. No, I think that we're going to see aggressive playing continue from them, and so I hope that we see big second halves from both of those especially.
As we're about 4 minutes away from tip-off, or excuse me, this isn't pregame, from the beginning of the second half, here in Burlington, Labette County looking to take home that third place spot here in the Burlington Invitational. They lead 24-10 over the Lady Bulldogs of Independence. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and come back with second half action here on KLKC Parsons. Thanks, Amanda, as we're just about to be underway here in the second half. Lady Grizzlies lead 24-10. They'll start out with the basketball on the court for Labette County. Shelby Wilson, Carson Stewart, Anna Dean, Madison Brandon, and Ashante Smith. For the Lady Bulldogs, it's Richenberger, Smith, Veely, Etchison, and Stover. Here's Smith with it. First possession of the second half. They lead by 14. Dean on the left block, turns, shoots. Rare miss from Dean, or at least a rare miss considering the past couple games. Here comes Veely. She's been wanting to get out and move it in transition. She's stopped by Wilson and has to hand it off to Richenberger. Here's a screen from Stover and a dump off to Veely. Tries to drive baseline on Wilson. Not there. Gives it back to Smith. She's got a crease. Now flips it back out. Here's Independence with it beyond the arc again. Here's Etchison looking to drive. It's not there still. Good lane defense from Labette County on this possession. Here's a three-pointer from Richenberger off the mark. Rebounded by Smith near the top of the key. A long rebound brought down by Smith. She's piling up the rebounds.
Yeah, great defense on that end by the Lady Grizzlies.
Here's a three-pointer from Carson Stewart. Near corner, no good. And here's Smith with it. Far side three from Etchison, no good. Rolled on the top of the backboard, and that'll be a dead ball. So it'll be Labette County ball. Here's Shelby Wilson. She walks it up. Here's Brannon, right side. Defended by Stover. Left open. You can't go under the screen on Brannon. You can there. She came up short. Good shot, though, from Madison. She better take that every single time.
Yeah, that's definitely something as a defense you don't want to leave up to chance, because just even a fraction of a second, Madison will let that go. And
she's got a quick release.
She does, and that's something that I think is hard to defend, and I think we've seen that a lot. So
here's Smith, left wing. Labette County still in man-to-man. Here's Veely. Has it stripped by Dean. Unfortunate call there. I think that's 3 on her.
Yes.
Looked like a clean strip to me.
I would agree with you on that.
That is her third. First foul of the second half. First free throw is good for Veely. One more to come for Veely. 6 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. Third quarter. Second free throw for Veely is in and out, and I do mean in and then out. Here's Brandon switching right to left. 6 minutes now, third quarter. Dean far side, defended by Smith. Here's Wilson popping to the top, collects. Now Brandon dump inside Smith. Brandon relocates, goes short corner, throws it across the paint to Dean. What a pass, and she's fouled on her attempt. I think they're going to get Smith. Good ball movement that time from Labette County.
Yeah, great court awareness by Madison Branning. I thought she was going to kick it back out to Ashante, but she saw Anna and was able to get it into her. So great work by the duo that we love to watch so much.
Dean's going to shoot 2. First shot too strong. Ashante almost got the rebound, but she doesn't. Here come the Bulldogs. Here's a three-pointer from Smith in the corner. Off the mark, rebound, Dean, outlet Carson Stewart. As the ball hit the scores table, poked out by the Bulldogs, it stays with Labette County. Nobody's back there to inbound. Nobody. And somebody has to go get the ball. And could have told you that was going to happen. Pass tipped out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Nobody. Somebody's just got to take over.
Yeah.
And
Snyder
just
didn't like that
sprint
one.
this way and catch it. Ball inbounded to Brannon. She's picked up by Stover. Smith, far left corner, hits a cutting Stewart with position, but decides to kick it out to Smith. Here's Dean, right wing. Now Stewart, right corner. Brannon, top of the key, looking for Wilson. She backdoors. It's not there. Dean still defended by Smith on this possession with it in the corner. Stewart has a crease, drives, And a foul on Independence.
Foul on Independence.
25-11, Labette County leads. That's 3 personal fouls on Richenberger, 2 team fouls on Independence. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's an entry to the far corner. Wilson, dump inside. Stewart with deep position, turns, shoots, can't connect. Rebound Stover, still heavily defended by Stewart, and she'll finally retreat. As here's Labette County, or excuse me, Independence underneath. Here's McPherson, body bump, fouled by Dean. Dean was just trying to close in, went straight up. That's 4 on Anna. She'll take a seat, I'm sure. As here comes Addison Rexwinkle to replace her. First one for Mania. McPherson is in and out. Independence really struggled from the free throw line.
Number 23 for Independence, Mania McPherson, shooting at the line.
She gets one more shot as Dean does check out. Second one's good for McPherson. 25-12's the score, 4:45 in the third quarter. Labette County with the ball. Here's Brandon at the logo, picked up by Stover, who's played about all this second half. As we thought she was going to start, but she didn't. As here's Stewart, left wing. Now Brandon near the top. Brandon left wing in front of Coach Snyder. Coach Snyder has it bobbled. Coach Snyder has it bobbled. My gosh. Madison Brandon has it poked by Stover, but she gets it back. Here's Wilson, kind of boring possession from Labette County, waiting on the right moment to strike. Wilson drives, hands off to Stewart, who has a crease. Now here's Rexwinkle shooting a 3 off the mark. Rebound, Brandon, tightrope walking, and knew she stepped out. It'll be Independence ball, as that was not a good possession.
Yeah, I was not sure what was happening there. That was...
Coach Snyder bobbled it, and that was just a bad possession. Here comes Camden Etchison, sister to Jenna Etchison, big-time scorer who graduated from Independence. Here's Smith, guarded by Brannon. Comes off the Stover screen, had an open look, but kicked it out to McPherson. Dump inside Stover, good patience from Independence. Looked like her shot was tipped by Brannon. Rebound Stewart. She'll flip it up to Wilson. Here's Rexwinkle now settling in front of Coach Snyder. Now Brannon in between the right wing and corner. Entry to Smith. She faces and travels. She's done that a couple times. As Ashante struggled this tournament a little bit. She played well coming into it and then just kind of struggled, kind of like Shelby Wilson. Those two just kind of hit a wall this tournament.
Labette County, number 34, Ridley Lynn.
Ridley Lynn checks in for Ashante Smith. Three minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Labette County up by 13. Been a pretty stagnant offensive outing for both teams here in the second half. Here's a jumper from Veely, too shy. Rebound Rexwinkle. Here's Wilson working the court right to left. Stewart head fakes and drives, finds Rexwinkle open. Now Lynn inside, turns and shoots, and is fouled. So Ridley Lynn will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Foul on Independence, number 21, Mercy Smith.
That is Mercy Smith's first personal and third team on Independence. Labette County with 2 team fouls. Lynn's first free throw's good.
In for Independence, number 34 and number 4.
In for Independence, Riley Richenberger and Tion Johnson. Second free throw from Lynn coming up. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Wilson. Somehow Labette County got the rebound off the miss. Here's Stewart with it, and another possession for Labette County is in store. Brandon right elbow. Faked the handoff to Stewart, gave it to Wilson, leaving Rexwinkle open in the corner, off to the right side. Etchison on the rebound. She'll push the pace hard. She's fouled by Stewart.
Foul on Labette County, number 10, Carson Stewart. That's her third, team's third.
That's 3 on Carson, 3 team on Labette, as Audrey Dewey checks in for Carson Stewart. McPherson going to inbound over the top of Lynn. She finds Veely underneath, gives it to the near corner. Etchison, three-pointer good. I want to say that's the first three-pointer Independence has made. Labette County only up by 11. Here's Dewey driving baseline. Loses it, gets it back at the right block. Double team, finds Brandon. It goes in between Brandon's legs and rolls out of bounds. Turnover Labette County. Dewey getting way too sped up on that possession. Timeout, Coach Snyder. Independence with some momentum. Only down 11, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. It's a 30-second Labette County timeout. We'll take it on KLKC.
Hey Parsons, I'm Anna. This is Raven. We're the Anna and Raven Show, and we can't wait to wake you up on Variety 93.5.
We're the show that's all about relationships. So if it's going on at home, at work, in your life, we want to know about it.
Also, every day a couple joins us for Couples Court. They tell us what their disagreement is about, and then it's up to you to decide who's right.
Want to win cash? You can challenge me daily in pop culture trivia. It's called Can't Beat Raven. Beat me, and you get the jackpot.
Get ready to laugh, Labette County. We're the Anna and Raven Show on Variety 93.5.
The Anna and Raven Show.
(26-15). Labette County on top. Independence will have the ball. Still 2.5 to go in quarter number 3. So plenty of time for Independence to come back. Sounds funny to say, but it's true. Independence has played better than Labette County in the last few minutes. Here's a jumper, no good, by McPherson, far side. Rebound, Labette County. Here's Brandon out in front. Now to Lynn. She's open this time. Can't connect on the layup. Rebound, Johnson. Here comes Richenberger. Crossing half. Picked up by Dewey. Same 5 on the court for Labette County. Dean, Stewart, Smith, all 3 starters on the bench. 2 starters in the game are Wilson and Brandon. Here's Etchison, paint touching and traveling.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. An 11-point lead right now doesn't seem like it's that close, but in reality, Labette County is getting outplayed right now. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can hold this and extend, because that's exactly what they need to do right now.
Here's Dewey at the logo, switches left to right, defended by Richenberger. Wilson has it, tries to get by Veely, and throws a bad pass. Underneath, it's stolen. Here come the Bulldogs. Still only down 11, 90 seconds left in the third quarter. And stepping out of bounds is Richenberger. She kicked back her right foot, preparing to drive on Brandon. Turnover Bulldogs. Not able to get into single digits is Independence. Here's Lynn, right elbow. Now Dewey, right block. Tries to back down. Richenberger shoots, and an offensive foul! As Dewey did kind of drop her shoulder and take a power step, but her back was kind of to Richenberger. So that's an interesting call. What are your thoughts on that call? Don't get yourself in trouble by responding.
I'll just say I disagree, but
that'll work. Here's a three-pointer from McPherson, too strong. Rebound, Johnson! And her putback's no good. Backside rebound, Rexwinkle off the air ball. Lynn near corner, right side. Labette County's working left to right this time. Independence right to left. Here's Brandon at the free throw line working on Johnson. She dishes it out to Dewey. Brandon left wing hits Lynn, who flashes left block, who hits Wilson, who squares up from deep, who doesn't connect. Here comes Veely. It's 2-on-2. Bounce pass to Etchison. She wasn't ready for it, and it tumbles out of bounds Richenberger, as Richenberger would have had somewhat of an open layup.
For Labette County, number 21, Ashante Smith.
As Ashante Smith checks in for Ridley Lynn. Mercy Smith checks in for Riley Richenberger. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dewey catches it. Clock will run. Here comes Labette County. Defended by Mercy. Switches right to left. Has her pocket pick, but in the hands of Wilson, who drives. Here's a Smith three-pointer. Good. Oh, he says two-pointer.
I was going to say, I think her foot was on the line for that one. I'm sorry.
As Ashante Smith got the longest two I've ever seen to go. Labette County up 28-15. Independence has 5 seconds. Here's Veely driving off of her leg, out of bounds. Labette County will have it now with 3.1 on the game clock. Inbound goes to Brannon. She's unguarded and gets up a shot. And it is off to the left. I'm surprised Independence didn't pressure Brannon more. She can hit it. So at the end of 3, Labette County leads 28-15. Independence not going away. But Labette County still looks like they're in control. We'll take 60 seconds here on KLKC.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX, and what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medications on the strip, and you can take it throughout the day without having to take your bottles with you. It helps you stay compliant, helps you stay healthy, and it's going to give you a long life to live, to enjoy. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we're always thankful that you choose us to be your local provider. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Good defense by Get.
As we're getting ready to start the 4th quarter here in Burlington. Winner of this game will take 3rd place. Loser takes 4th in the 2022 Burlington Invitational. Independence owns possession of the ball, only down 13. Never got within single digits, but got to 11 a couple times. As Labette County just hasn't been able to stretch the lead. As here's a running floater, too long air ball from Etchison. Rebound Dewey up ahead. Stewart back in the game. The Dean still on the bench. Brandon throws it inside to Smith. Backs down. Johnson turns and connects. As Ashante Smith has 4 straight points, she's looking a little bit more fluid on offense, Isabel.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see out of Ashante coming into this 4th quarter.
Here's Veely, dribbles off of her chest and finds Etchison. Here's a 3, no good. Johnson backside rebound. Her jumper's no good, and over the back call is not called, as it should have been, as here's a 12-footer knocked down by McPherson. Here's Audrey Dewey, now to Smith, right side, guarded by McPherson. 30-17, at Labette County on top. 60 seconds in to the 4th quarter. Dewey pressed hard by Etchison, comes off the Brandon screen. Brandon open, she gets it, guarded by Johnson. Good recovery defense. Brandon still tries to go up and under, can't quite connect, as she got her own rebound, and then a foul underneath on Independence.
Foul on Independence, number 34, Teon Johnson.
That foul's on Teon Johnson.
Her second, team's 4.
That's just her second, each team with 4 team fouls now.
And for Independence, number 4, Riley Richenberger.
Wilson, the inbounder, throws over the top to Smith at the free throw line, head fakes. Wouldn't have mind seeing her take that shot, but again, it is an inbounds play. Here's Brandon, left wing, guarded by Johnson. Now Wilson, right wing. Smith comes, sets the screen. Wilson has a lane, floater, deflected, and will come up short. Stewart saves it, didn't need to. Right into the hands of McPherson. She's in transition. And she'll back it out. Here's Veely. Open baseline jumper. Should have kept going. Nobody was in front of her. Brandon rebound. Here's Stewart. Almost stepped out of bounds on the right short corner. Here's Stewart left open for a 3-pointer. Hit the front of the rim. No good. Here comes Veely. A couple Grizzlies look a little bit tired to me. As here's Smith open from the left elbow. 2 strong. Independence with opportunities in mass. Just can't knock a shot down. Here's a jump ball. Possession arrow, Labette County. Checking in for Independence. Haley Stover replaces Teon Johnson. And for Labette County, Anna Dean.
Jump ball, alternating possession, Labette County.
And Addison Rexwinkle replace Ashante Smith and Audrey Dewey. And one more sub from Coach Bird. It'll be Camden Etchison replacing Mania McPherson. Labette County with the ball, 13-point lead. Brannon with it. in between the volleyball line and three-point line. Ball work left side of the court to Dean. Pass for Brannon behind her, but she catches. Now Wilson in front of Coach Snyder. Dean there for the screen. Here's Dean with it in the far corner. Flips it right, short corner to Rexwinkle. Head fakes, gets Richenberger to bite. Floater no good. Backside rebound by Dean. She goes right back up and scores. As when Anna Dean has been in the game, she's been on the bench quite a bit. She has 3 fouls. When she's been in the game, she's been a very prominent force on offense.
Yeah, that's a really good thing and hard because you're right, she does have the 3 fouls, and so that's something as a big you have to watch. Actually, I think she has 4. So it's definitely difficult to put her in the game and have that play, but she's definitely a needed player for the Grizzlies right now. So great work by Anna Dean.
Floater from Etchison, good off the glass. That makes the score 32-19. Here's Brannon in between 2 Bulldogs and a jump ball. So it'll be Independence ball as Brannon hit the deck pretty hard. She's been playing in the paint quite a bit this game. Carson Stewart checks out. She's replaced by Nevaeh Jones, the sophomore. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Independence with it. Here's Abby Veely. Smith at the scores table set to check in. Next dead ball for Labette. Veely guarded by Dean, right wing. Here's a steal and a three-pointer from Richenberger off the mark. Rebound Shelby Wilson. She lets the white jerseys get back and outlets to Nevaeh Jones. Nobody stops Nevaeh. Now she's double-teamed, loses it, poked away by Veely. Veely at the other end. Nevaeh Jones blocks it from behind, but the recovery layup's good from Etchison. So Independence back within 11 again, and Coach Bird wants a timeout with 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it here. This broadcast powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. Other sponsors for this afternoon's production of Labette County basketball include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Store of Altamont, Community National Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, Oswego Blocker, Altamont Lumber, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Meister, Mosier, and Morris. On the court for Labette County, out of the Coach Bird timeout, is Addison Rexwinkle, Ashante Smith, Nevaeh Jones, Anna Dean, and Shelby Wilson. Again, 4:15 to go in the game. Labette County leads 32-21. Independence has played a much better second half as they didn't score a point in the first quarter. And to be honest with you, they've looked just as good
I would have to agree
as
with you
Labette
on
County
that.
in the last quarter.
Yeah, the first half might have easily had early decided that game, but they've gone turnover for turnover and not quite point for point, but they look just as good on defense. So that's definitely something that the Grizzlies are going to have to keep in mind when meeting these Bulldogs again.
Yeah, Labette County should be fortunate. They played good defense, but Independence can't make a shot as Anna Dean bleeds out off of the inbounds and makes a layup as I think Independence, out of a timeout even, thought that they were playing defense on this end of the court.
I think they did.
And nobody was on the right side. Here's a steal by Rexwinkle, tracked down by Richenberger, but a backcourt violation. As I thought that was tipped by Rexwinkle, but the ref says no.
I'm not sure what happened there, but let's see if Labette can capitalize on that.
So some confusion on defense out of a timeout for Independence as I see some hands on their faces from the Independence coaching staff. It's not funny. 34-21. Labette County on top. They have the ball. Here's Smith underneath. Shot off the glass. No good. Dean soars for the rebound. And she's fouled. Anna Dean playing hard in this tournament. She'll shoot 2 at the line.
Foul on Independence. That's number 15, Haley Stover.
Haley Stover's second personal.
Team's fifth.
As Madison Brannon, thanks for pointing that out, is not on the bench or in the game. As Dean knocks down the first one, she's over kind of by the entry to the locker room as she hit the deck earlier, and evidently that shook her up pretty good. She's being tended to by Stacy Smith and Coach Heather Wilson over there, as her mom's over there too. She's holding her stomach, which is good because she's struggled with concussions. So that's a positive sign that at least it might not be her head.
Yeah, I think she just got the wind knocked out of her, but
as Dean did make both free throws, they lead by 15. Independence with the ball, right elbow. Here's Veely. Edgison looking to make something happen in the paint. Gives it to Smith. Hasn't shot a lot, but acting like she wants to here on the perimeter, but she'll pass it. Veely goes left side, spins right, poked away by Smith, but Veely gets it back somehow. Here's Etchison, spins right to left, right-handed layup, hit the bottom of the backboard, rebound Dean. Here's Rexwinkle. Here's Smith, left corner, far side, back to Jones. Dean top of the key, far right corner, Rexwinkle in no man's land, makes them pay. Addison Rexwinkle, I think she has 8 points now, as we have a stat keeper today, so I don't have the numbers in front of me. But Rexwinkle just knocked down a 3. Labette County finally stretching it. They lead by 18. Here's a three-pointer, no good. Veely, rebound Dean. 2:50 to go in the game. Labette County finally took them long enough to stretch the lead out a bit. As here's a turnover from Wilson. Veely laying it in on the other end. 39-23 now. Veely has played well for Independence today. Here's Jones, skip up ahead to Smith. She'll stall and give to Jones. Jones has it stolen away from behind by Etchison, and a jump ball called. It stays with Labette this time, but Nevaeh Jones holding it above her head, and that's always a weak spot to hold the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Jump ball, alternating possession, Labette County.
As Brandon's over there now sitting down, just looks like exhausted. Like that's what she physically looks like. I know she's injured, but she's just acting like she's just exhausted.
I mean, alone from whatever happened down here on this end, I mean, she's played hard this whole game, so her body probably is really feeling it right now. So I hope she is doing all right. So we'll hopefully, if we get a word on that, we'll let you know. But
offensive foul from Nevaeh Jones going the other way. It'll be Independence ball. They've had plenty of opportunities in the second half. They've gotten the lead to 11 for Labette a couple times and haven't been able to cut it to single digits. Rexwinkle, a reason why, as she pokes the pass out of bounds, couldn't quite track it down. But good hard defense being put on display from Addison Rexwinkle. Two minutes now to go. 39-23 Labette County on top. Here's Veely, gets by Stewart. Dean the only one there left to stop her. And her defense is good enough as Veely misses the layup. And then a foul on McPherson as Dean hit the deck on the rebound. As Madison Brandon makes her way back to the bench. Inbounds goes to Stewart, far left side, guarded by Etchison. Up ahead to Smith. Now Dean. Short passes for Labette County on this possession. Here's Smith underneath, getting by her man and scoring. Ashante Smith has picked it up in transition and finding the lanes and being able to get open and score underneath easily. Ashante's done a better job second half of that. They lead by 18, 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Smith in the corner backdooring, but not open. Veely keeps it. Here's a three from Etchison off the feed. Too strong, rebound Wilson. And here comes Carson Stewart. Finds Dean. Back to Stewart. Labette County might just burn some clock here. We'll see as we near the 60-second mark in the game. Rexwinkle near the out-of-bounds line. Dribbles off of her foot, and it'll be Independence ball. That's the wrong call from the official as he gave it to Labette County. But with a minute left, 18-point lead doesn't make big of a difference. Wilson's going to inbound it. In the corner, right side in front of us. Here's Dean. Double teamed. Gives it back to Wilson, who loses it off of her shoulder. As Dean should have continued to reverse it around the left side of the three-point line. 55 seconds left now as Independence, and Etchison dribbles it up the floor. Etchison dump inside to Veely. Collects. Smith tries to poke it away, but here's Etchison getting downhill. Up and under, right-hand layup, no good. Rebound Wilson. She has back-to-back boards on the back-to-back possessions. Here's a push up to Smith. Ball's on the deck. Jump ball called, Independence ball.
Jump ball, alternating
34 seconds left. It'll be Independence ball. So Labette County looks like they're going to secure a third-place finish in the Burlington Invitational this season.
In for Labette County, number 14.
In for Labette County, Audrey Dewey replaces Ashante Smith. So some late substitutions happening from Coach Snyder. Inbound goes to Smith, left corner. She'll shoot a three. Why not? And she'll make it. Of course, now they start knocking down shots when they're down by 18 with 30 seconds left. But that cuts the lead to 15. 25 seconds left. Here's Stewart. Independence still pressing the ball full court. They break it, though, the Grizzlies do. Here's Dean now settling in, defended by Veely. Now Dewey, 15 seconds left. They'll probably just dribble it out. So a good victory for Labette County, but on top of that, you get to play an SEK opponent for the first time. We'll see them 2 more times at home and away later on this winter. As the buzzer sounds here in Burlington, the Labette County Lady Grizzlies are victorious in the 3rd and final day of play. They'll take 3rd place this season as they win 41-26 over the Lady Bulldogs of Independence. As we'll get our numbers tallied up for you and come back for our post-game show. Lady Grizzlies victorious. We'll take 2 minutes here on KLKC.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Lady Grizzlies victorious as they take home their 3rd place plaque here in the 2022 Burlington Invitational. They win over the Lady Bulldogs of Independence. We'll see them 2 more times later on this winter. They win this one 41-26. Stats for you, leading scorer for Labette County, Anna Dean. She had a heck of a tournament. She finished with 13. Behind her, Ashante Smith picked it up in the second half and scored 6 points, had 10 total. Addison Rexwinkle had 8 points. She had a good tournament as well. Madison Brandon with just 5. We think she's okay as she was being tended to late 4th quarter, hit the ground pretty hard and was shaken up a little bit. I believe she's still in there for the team picture, though, so she's okay walking around. Shelby Wilson with 3 points, and Nevaeh Jones and Ridley Lynn with 1 for Independence. Leading scorer, Abby Veely with 8 points, and behind her, Camden Etchison with 7. So I think it'll be a good experience playing Independence for the first time. But again, Independence is just 1 step away from really contesting Labette County, and that step is just making shots.
Yeah, that was something that really hurt.
That was something that really hurt Independence in the first half. Was they were scoreless in the first quarter, and then had 10 in the second. And so that's something that, and I mean, they had a lot of good looks. They had a lot of good steals, layup opportunities. So really, if they can fix that, they will be a good contender that we hopefully will see later down the stretch. So yeah, I definitely agree with you. They look very well rounded. They've got some aggressive players, and so yeah, we'll be interesting to see the Bulldogs again later this season.
As that'll do it for the ladies game here in Burlington. Again, they take 3rd place as the Burlington band adds some atmosphere to the gymnasium, giving me PTSD from Harrison Gymnasium, which will be back there in a couple weeks. But don't forget that at 4:45, the Grizzlies, the men's team, will fight for first place against Paola. So that'll be a dogfight. Labette County comes in at 5-6, looking to get back to 500 and take home a first place trophy here in the Burlington Invitational. I'm Jack Leake alongside Isabel Redford. We'll see you again at 4:45 here on KLKC.